My pussy is tired of being wet. Now, I'm not talking about the physical state here, people. I am talking about the slang word wet. How come guys get all the cool words for sexual arousal like hard and erect and rare and explode, and all women get is wet? Something that happens to dogs and umbrellas. And you know what this magical substance that causes us to get wet is called? It's called our wetness. How original. We are made wet by our wetness. When I began working in porn, I thought I'd come across more interesting and far more arousing terms for sexual wetness, but no, it's all wet. I'm so wet. Oh, you're so wet. Damn, even her ass is wet. Wet, 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 and even worse was the sexual terms they had for wetness. I'm talking about pussy juice, pussy sauce, vaginal drippings, feminine mucus. How lazy could a guy have been not to hit that thesaurus button a little harder to find something a little more arousing than feminine mucus? But then I realized that it's not porn's fault, because porn is like an 8-year-old boy. You have to follow me on this one. It only calls things what it's heard other people call them, and that's when I knew it was up to me. My role to change the world, or at least how the world views things that come out of my pussy. So I have created a new female empowerment word for feminine wetness. And I'm doing my part here, people. I am putting every porn story I write, every forum I'm on, and every chat room I'm forced to go into. But it is not enough. I need this to be a grassroots effort, people. So, if you are making love to a lady, or if you are a lady being made love to, I need you to start using my new female empowerment word for feminine wetness, and that word is sass. It's a verb, I'm getting sassed up. It's a noun, lick my sass, and it's an adjective. This poem's getting me all sassy. It's short, it's sweet, it sounds great when grunted, it's empowering for females to use, and easy for men to remember, because really it only uses 2 letters, and also it rhymes with ass. Ass. And I know there's a lot of women out there who thinks it's silly to be naming stuff that comes out of her pussy, but you know what's even more silly? Not naming it, and not mentioning it, and having really horrible, dry intercourse. So come on, people. Are you with me? Let's do it. Let's do it together metaphorically. Let's make every woman in America proud of her pussy, every man in America know the name of what he's licking, and every person in America remember our motto. If you're making love with pride and class, remember it ain't wet anymore. It's sass. Hi, my name is Cristin O'Keefe Aptowicz, and I'm writing you in regard to the job openings I saw on the hotjobs.com website, the entertainmentcareers.com website, the NYU Job Bulletin, the Tisch School of the Arts Job Bulletin, the New York New Media Association newsletter. I really believe my extensive office experience, devotion to the arts, exceptional writing ability, multitasking, organization, and communication skills, boundless vitality, and amazing familiarity with your company would make me the perfect candidate for the positions of writer, developmental assistant, personal assistant, web producer, paid intern, bartender, barista, burrito maker, or receptionist at your company/companies. However, you didn't think so, which is probably why you didn't hire me. But guess what? I'm gonna get the last laugh here, bucko, because I'm gonna be a full-time poet. Ha ha ha! Oh, that's right! Can't change your decision now. Can't manipulate the time-space continuum or jump in that alternate reality machine you saw in Star Trek. Nope, I'm gonna be a full-time poet and you can just suck on it. Envious? Are you? As you sit behind your desk with your health care and your 401ks and your guaranteed paychecks and your ability to tell your parents what you do for a living without apologizing while you shit in the fuck with me. Suckers, I wanted to go corporate. I did. I spent 4 months of my life this entire summer in a computer lab, in a basement doing internet research to find jobs, perfecting the language resume and cover letters, and not writing poetry. I perfectly clothed, coiffed, and caffeinated myself for your interviews, sharpening my wit in the spike that eventually nailed the decision to hire me into your brains, making you think I'd be perfect for your job that you couldn't live without me. But like the Backstreet Boys, you kept playing games with my heart, and 4 months later, with my entire life savings down the tubes, I began to think you were trying to teach me a lesson. And corporate world, you made me sad, very sad. You made me think that my life had been a mistake, that I shouldn't have studied writing, that my working class parents shouldn't have taken that chance on me. Made me believe I could be the one person in at least 4 generations not to work in a factory or for the government. Made me think it was a mistake to even assume I could live in this city with only words and heart and elbow grease, no doting parents, no rich boyfriend, no MBA to protect me. You made me buy pantyhose. You made me buy high heel shoes and a blow dryer. You made me irrecognizable to myself in a mirror and still think not good enough. But guess what? I discovered something. I discovered that this life is mine, and this brain is mine, and this talent is mine too. And it was my dumbass low self-confidence that made me laugh at your jokes and stoop to your level and hate myself more with every rejection letter that I got. But that was my fault. I was the one who forgot my self-worth, but it was your fault that you never saw it, and your loss that you never hired it, and your words that you'll be eating when I buy my ramen noodles in bulk and struggle to pay rent and use soap as shampoo and use salt as soap and begin mistaking my friends' apartments for luxury hotels where I could stay forever for free, because I'll be doing it all with a big smile on my face and a big caffeinated heart surging in my ribcage and self-confidence as unpenetratable as the glass that will prevent you from feeling sunlight on your skin from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every Monday through Friday till you retire or die, because I'm going to be a full-time poet. Put that in your IPO and smoke it. Don't say you didn't see this coming, Jason. Don't say that you didn't expect this to be my reaction, or that you never intended for me to get so worked up. Because if that were true, you'd be dumber than Lenny from Of Mice and Men, blinder than Oedipus and Tiresias put together, and would feel less than a Dalton Trumbo character. You'd put the Dick in Dickens, the Boo in Kowski, and be more cowardly than Noel. But you don't understand any of these references, do you, Jason? Because you're a geology major, and you once told me that scientists don't have time to read popular literature, that they have more important things to do. Well, be glad that you don't read, Jason, because maybe you won't understand these words as I scream them to you on your front lawn on Thanksgiving Day, brandishing 3 hypodermic needles, a Ginsu knife, and a letter of permission from Bret Easton Ellis. I can't believe I used to want to Sappho you, Jason. I used to want to Annie Nin and Henry Miller you, to be O for you, to blow for you in ways that even Odysseus' sails couldn't handle. But self-imposed illiteracy isn't a turn on. You used to make fun of me for wanting to be a writer, saying that scientists cure diseases, but what do writers do? But of course you wouldn't understand. I mean, have you ever gotten an inner thirstin for some Zora Neale Hurston? Have you ever heard Angel's Herald for you to read F. Scott Fitzgerald? Have you ever gotten a beat attack for some Kerouac? The only Morrison you know is Jim, and you think you're the noble one? Go plap yourself. Your mind is as empty as the libraries in Fahrenheit 451. Your mind is as empty as Silas Mariner's coffers. Your mind is as empty as Huckleberry Finn's wallet. And some people might say that this poem is just a pretentious exercise to see how many literary references I could come up with. And other people might complain that this poem is in its core shallow, just repeating the same emotions again and again and again. I mean, how many times can you articulate your contempt for Jason, Cristin, before the audience gets a little bored? But you know what, Jason? Those people would be wrong. Because this is not the poem I am writing to express my hatred for you. This is the poem I am writing because we aren't speaking. And it is making my heart hurt so bad that sometimes I can't make it up off the floor. And this is the poem I'm writing instead of the I miss having breakfast with you poem, instead of the how are you poem, instead of the I wish we were walking our dogs past our old schoolhouse poem, instead of the I wish I was making fun of how much you like Garth Brooks in your Jeep in front of your parents' house poem, instead of the holiday seasons are coming around again, and you know what that means, suicide poem. I'm writing this poem because I am tired of wanting to write the I could fall in love with you again so quickly if only you would say one more word to me poem. But I am tired of loving you, Jason, because you obviously don't know how to love me right. And if some pretentious ass poem can prevent me from writing about the way your laugh sounds, about the way your skin feels in the rain, about how I'd rather be miserable with you than happy with anyone else in this world, if some pretentious ass poem can do all that, then I am gone with the wind. I am on the road. I am flying over the fucking cuckoo's nest. I am gone. I am gone. I am gone. I am.